Hello everyone, welcome back to my Sichuan kitchen. If you're new here, my name is Yi and I grew up in the beautiful city of Chengdu in Sichuan, China. Every year when it's close to the New Year's, all the families in Chengdu starts to make sausages. And these sausages needs to be hanged in the air to be naturally dried for 1 to 2 weeks before they're ready to serve. So if you walk in the streets in Chengdu, you can start to see all the families hanging sausages from their windows. It is such a beautiful scene and it really builds up the festive mood of everyone. And the Sichuan style sausages is one of the food that I really missed. So today I want to show you how to make homemade Sichuan sausages without using specialized tools, because why bother buying such tools if you're going to make this once in a while? So now let's get started.
We start by preparing the right kind of pork. Basically, we need a combination of lean and fatty meat. Pork ham is a great option since they are sold in large chunks. For any cut of the meat, trim off the skin. Then separate the fat and lean part. You can pick between 20% to 30% fat for your sausage. I added a few pieces of pork belly with skin trimmed off to make up the fat part. Next, let's measure the meat. Measure the lean pork first, then calculate how much fat you'd like to add. Then we'll measure the right amount of fat based on the calculation. Add up the total weight of the meat, write it down. Next, we will slice the pork into 1-inch pieces. Then slice the fat into 1-inch pieces and combine with the lean pork. Now we will calculate the weight of the seasonings and prepare them one by one. The most important ingredient for sausage making is salt, and it should be no less than 2%. Usually we use somewhere between 2 to 3% depending on your taste. The recipe I'm using is on the screen and each seasoning's weight should be based on the total weight of the pork. To make this sausage Sichuan style, we added Sichuan peppercorn powder and chili powder. Lastly, a little hard liquor is used and I am using vodka today. Next, add the hard liquor to the meat first, then add the seasonings one by one. The mixing bowl I'm using today seems a little small and I will switch to a larger bowl for mixing later. Fully mixing the seasonings and massage the pork for a few minutes. We need to do this step thoroughly to prevent uneven seasoning of the meat, which can cause the sausage to go bad. Cover and let marinate in the fridge for up to 2 hours. When you're ready to make the sausage, let's take a look at the tools. We need sausage casings, pre-soaked in water overnight. Cotton string cut into 15 centimeters length. A funnel. I'm using the top part of a 2-liter soda bottle, which worked perfectly. Then we need a needle or a pin. Now we're ready to make the sausage. First, find the end of a casing. Open it up with 2 hands. Hook it onto the funnel. Pull it all the way up. Then use a string to tie it up tightly. Making sure it does not slide. Add some meat to the funnel. Then use a stick to press the meat into the funnel slowly. You can see the sausage coming out from the other side. It may take a little bit to get used to, but as soon as you find the right pressure and angle, it's very easy. It's best to use a stick slightly skinnier than the hole of the funnel. I'm using the handle of a soup spoon. You can also try rolling pin for this purpose. After the sausage comes out on the other end, it will build up some pressure. Release the pressure by squeezing the meat into the casing. Continue pressing the meat into the funnel and releasing pressure on the other side. And our sausage is simply made. When you reach the length you like, tie up the end with a string. Then tie the sausage into 5 to 6 inch sections. Lastly, tie at the beginning of the casing. Cut off the extra casing on both ends. Lastly, we will poke some breathing holes on the casing with the needle. This will help the moisture come out of the sausage, preventing it to go bad. It's also best to find the bubbles and poke holes on them to let out the air. Now our sausage is done. It looks beautiful. Next, we need to dry the sausages in an airy place with no direct sunlight. The temperature should be above freezing and no higher than 20 Celsius. You can turn the sausages every day to ensure every part is drying properly. And adding some decorations with the sausages makes me so happy. I took mine in after 14 days, which makes them a little drier. You can see the moisture on my sausage is reduced properly. To cook the sausage, simply cut off the string. You can store the rest of the sausage in the freezer and eat them whenever you want. Next, let's give it a try. Bring a pot of water to boil, add sausages, and boil for 10 to 15 minutes. Slice the sausages and they're ready to serve. A sausage platter is an essential starter for Sichuan New Year's dinner, and it really brings me back to my hometown. This sausage is very flavorful with all the Sichuan peppercorn and chili powder in it. The texture is chewy yet moist. It is also just visually pleasing.
Well, thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed making sausages with me. A printable recipe will be linked down below in the description box. Thanks so much for hanging. I'll see you next time.